Welcome back to another week of workouts, and in today's video I'll be sharing the workouts I did this past week to add muscle mass and build an aesthetic physique. And we're gonna start things off with day number 1, hitting the chest, back, and legs, a workout split that is brutal but honestly gives you amazing gains is by doing this workout split that I will explain in the video. We started with some dumbbell bench press on the flat bench to hit the pecs, and after doing our 5 sets of those, we're moving on to the incline dumbbell pec flies and then the decline using the easy bar. The idea is to do these exercises to target all the different areas of the pec and build a nice looking steel plated chest, and it is done through numerous exercises and sets and repetitions. We're doing 5 sets. Our first 2 sets are going to be 15 reps, and then we're going to increase the weight after each set is completed while decreasing the reps, with the last weight being 6 reps. And the way that I love to finish off the chest is with the dumbbell pullover. It is just a great exercise that offers an amazing stretch, and it really is putting the cherry on top for the pecs. Now we're moving on to the back portion of the workout, and we're going to do a cable lat pull down. Really good at developing the V-taper. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I always hit the cable lat pull downs on back day. It is just one of those exercises I cannot skip because it really does add a lot to my physique. It develops the V-taper, makes the shoulders and your back look broader, and really just good at developing size and strength. And then we followed those with some seated cable rows to also hit the back. Now we're moving on to the legs with a seated leg press. I've been using some machine work in my leg presses, or in my leg isolation movements, because I don't want to over fatigue my back. So I've been just using some machines, and I've still been seeing some great results. I used the machine leg press for the quads, and then I did some seated leg curls for the hamstrings. We're just going to do 2 exercises for those, 2 for the back, and we did about 3 or 4 kind of like for the back and chest, because the dumbbell pullover is a mix of both. Now we're moving on to day number 2 of the workout split. We're gonna hit the biceps, the shoulders, and the triceps and forearms. So basically shoulder and arms. I'm gonna start the workout off with a standing easy bar bicep curl. Very traditional exercise to hit the biceps and hit them hard, because we're standing and it's easy to just pick up and load the weight heavier because you're using both of your arms in the movement. And then after that, we're doing a bit more of an isolation exercise for the biceps with a concentration curl. Love doing those. I was leaning it up against my knee to really emphasize the stretch and just focus on the contraction by really just keeping it in my mind. And after that, we're hitting the shoulders with some behind the neck presses and some dumbbell rear delt flies. Again, doing 2 exercises per muscle group, keeping the sets at 5 sets like before. And I love doing the dumbbell rear delt flies for my shoulders. Just really good at, again, just putting the cherry on top for the shoulders because it hits the backside of the shoulder, and good at developing those round cap shoulders. And now we're going to hit the triceps with a staple exercise, the cable tricep push down, and hitting them nicely with those. And then I feel like this is a bit more taxing on the tricep, the 1-arm dumbbell French press. I love this exercise. I get such a good stretch. As you can see in the video, I have the dumbbell and I drop it behind my head, really focusing on the stretch with that movement. And now we're going to finish off the arm day with some easy bar wrist curls. For the forearms, forearm training is something that I've recently added within my workout regime just to add size and build strength in my forearms. I can pick up heavier weights because of it. Also developing some grip strength. Now we're moving on to day number 3 of the workout split, and we are going back to hit the chest, back and legs in day number 3. So it's only one day in between. It really does pump up the muscle and build that muscle mass. It fatigues it like crazy, and that is why I love it. So we start off with the incline dumbbell press on the incline, because the incline really hits the upper chest nicely. I did 30 degrees. I've been gravitating more towards that lately, then hitting the pec deck, and then doing dips. Again, doing these different exercises just to hit all the different parts of the pec to develop a nice full pec with the swoop, because we really want to develop a really good physique. And after doing that, we're going to finish off yet again with some dumbbell pullovers, one of my all-time favorites. And in the video, you can actually see my pecs from this angle. They look swole and pumped up. And that is the name of the game that we are doing. And just like I started my other back day, I did some cable lat pulldowns. This time I use a mag grip, which kind of takes away the focus of the grip strength in your hands, so you can just focus more on the lats. Really good, and I love to mix it up, so why not? I said why not. And then we're gonna do some bent over easy bar rows this time, and I actually got a really good pump using the easy bar. I love to mix it up, just like I said before. Last time I did cables. This time we're going to use an easy bar. And then we're moving on to the leg portion of the workout. Again, going to be doing some machine work for the legs to keep it on the easier things and not really tax my body too much. Since we're doing a lot, I did some leg extensions followed by some seated leg curls. Really good at getting in a solid pump. I feel like these machines isolate the muscle really well. That's why I love to use them. Finding machines in your gym is key, and gravitating towards those when you hit a solid workout is also why we do it, because the results are there. And that honestly concludes the chest, back, and legs day. And now we're moving on to day number 4, where we're gonna hit the biceps, the shoulders, the triceps, and the forearms yet again. And this style of training is just really good at building a lot of size in a short amount of time, because you're hitting these muscle groups twice and maybe even 3 times a week. So we're doing the dumbbell preacher curls for the biceps, and then doing some cable hammer curls also for the biceps. We're building that brachialis strength, forearm and grip strength when we're doing this motion, so it's a solid motion. And I feel like the cable honestly always gives me a good pump. And then after that, we're moving on to the shoulders. This time we're going to hit them with some dumbbell lateral raises, emphasizing the lateral head of the shoulder with these. And then we're going to do a different variation to hit the rear delts. We're going to use the pec deck and do some rear delt flies on these this time, because I always like to mix it up. We can't get too stagnant in the training, and mixing up our exercises always makes it more fun, and that is what we want. And now we're moving on to the triceps with a kind of variation of a skull crusher, but you take it across your body, and I like to put it above my shoulder, opposite shoulder, and it gives me such a good stretch in my triceps. I really dig this movement. It's one that I recently discovered and have been coming back to because it feels really good on my tricep. Focusing on that stretch is also key. Now we're going to finish off the triceps with a close grip chest press, and then we're going to put the icing on the cake of this workout with easy bar reverse curls. And that will be the end of day number 4. Days number 5 and 6 are rest days, and then day number 7 you will repeat the workout routine from day number 1. That concludes our workout video for today. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more workouts like this in the future. And as always, stay tuned and thank you for watching.